is a lifestyle. Sports cards and we live now. Jeremy Lee in the building and every guest that you ever needed. Sports cards after hours keep the hobby heated. Updates, hobby talk like you never seen it. Sports cards live and none could ever beat it. Sports cards is a lifestyle. Sports cards and we live now. Welcome to another episode of Sports Cards Live with your host, Jeremy Lee.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the Fanatics Collect Weekly Auction Ending Watch Party for March the 1st, 2026. My name's Jeremy Lee. I'm happy to be here. Thank you to the folks over on For Collectors, the Midlife Nation. I was just on with them. Went a bit over time. That's why we're late here today. My apologies, but that was fun. Check that out when you have a moment, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Kevin Hawthorne. What's happened? The Professor, James Wynn. What's happening? Jacob Dahl, pick 6 is here. Jake Dahl, this card looks awesome. 06 SP Authentic Fabric Quads. Yes, I think I have that one on the watch list tonight. Not 100% because there were a few quads, but very nice cards. So thank you, everybody, for that. Ooh, okay. I'm all sorts of messed up here. Let me just fix a few things here quick. Let's go to there. No, let's go to, hold on a second. 1 second, guys. We're going to turn that off. We are going to go, we're on the premiere here. There we go. There's the weekly background. Haven't even set up my screen share yet. So let me do that. And while I'm doing that, I was at a card show today here locally, and it was a crazy busy show. It was 70% TCG, which was good for me as a sports card vendor because I was one of the few people in the room. And it was one of these shows today, guys, where it's evident to me that collectors are still out in full force and strong. You know, there's so much talk about, oh, everyone's flipping. It's all flippers this, flippers that. Guys, I don't know. Not where I live, not at the card shows I'm going to. It was like tons of collectors picking up cards, not caring about the values, just enjoying the cards. And I'm talking about the activity at my booth. I did tons of deals today, moving out some cards, and nothing from my PC, nothing like that. But anyway, the hobby seems extremely healthy to me. Again, this was a show that was mostly TCG. I knew that going in, and so wasn't surprised or anything. But and you know, just a good vibe, a good overall vibe. So hobby's good right now. Hobby is good in my opinion. What is up, Luke? Welcome, Rob Starr. Think I just saw you somewhere else. Good to see you, buddy. Double V, what's happening? Wesley, let's buy some cards. Well, why don't we take a look and see what is going on? So before we, I just let me get this thing set up. I got to go to my watch list over here. All right, here we go. What? And what is going on? Auction, active. Okay. So how many cards do I have here? 91. Whoa, more than I thought. 91 cards that I have selected, and let's just sort them by let's go by earliest year. We'll start in the old days. Guys, I think that'll be the way to do it. And we're just going to run through. We're going to, you know how we do this. We just look at cards. We look at cards. We have some fun. And if you're on Instagram, welcome. Feel free to come on over to YouTube and get some comments in the chat if you'd like. PSA 1.5. This is a Cy Young T206. It's a 1.5, but like I looked at this thing, it looks like a 8, a 9 from a distance. You zoom in. Okay, so the top left corner, top right corner, some issues, but nothing crazy. Bottom looks good. Back, there's some paper loss here. There's some paper loss there. Up over here. That's the problem. And if you zoom out on this card, you know, right here, you can notice it, but the paper loss is discreet. And you still have the main, like the hero statement there, Sweet Caporal cigarettes. Like, I don't know. This to me for a 1.5, unless there's some hidden creases, wrinkles, that kind of thing. This is an amazing card. An absolutely amazing card for the grade. Even look at how white the borders are. Like, this card is a stunner. It's not perfect. There's all sorts of registration issues, But at this level and with everything else looking so good, like you can see the blue fringe coming off the left side there. You can see a bit of yellow down. Anyway, great card here. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm almost blown away how nice that card is for the grade. Seriously. What's up, Laura? Welcome. 00 card guy. We finally met today at the show. That was great to meet you. Rob Star, it's the perfect 1.5. Absolutely it is. It's amazing. Turner, I send that message. I just wrote you a DM and now I hit send. I forgot to hit send. I just hit send for you. Okay. 33 Gowdy Lou Gehrig. Let's take a look at this. I mean, now this is the opposite, guys, okay? Here is a beautiful T206 Ty Cobbin 1.5, and here's an absolutely grotesque 33 Gowdy Lou Gehrig in a PSA 1 with the MK. There's a mark that stands for mark, pencil mark, pen mark, that kind of thing. There's a bite taken out of the card as well, which, you know, it's ugly. I'll just say it. The toning, the staining, it's there's the mark right there. Looks like someone wrote cake or something right there. I don't know why they're writing cake on a baseball card, but they did. This thing it's just, the color is awful. Just awful. I like the corners. I like the corners, evenly rounded, symmetrical corners. I hate the color. The registration's actually pretty good. His face is very clear here, but it's got a chunk bitten out of it at the top. It looks like rats got at it. This thing's an absolute mess. $1,550. I wonder. I hope the owner loves it. You know, some people want cards like that, and obviously they're going to sell, and of course the price is going to help you with that. But I almost think of, like, you know, the real kind person who goes to the pound to get a new dog and deliberately picks out like the one that looks the unhealthiest, the one that looks like it was, you know, just not in a good home before, and wants to help, you know, kind of give it a good life. Someone needs to okay, so I wanted to say that, you know, someone needs to buy this card and give it a good life. But by that I don't mean by soaking it in any juice or nothing like that. Okay. That's the Gehrig. We've got this card, the Honus Wagner, but I love how it's John Wagner. You know, his name was Johannes, and they called him John this year. This is a PSA 2.5 from the infamous 48 Leaf set. It's a pretty cool card. I owned one for a short time that I picked up in a deal where I bought a bigger card off somebody. It was at a card show in Montreal, actually, and he had this, and I couldn't really pay his price. I said, if you throw in that John Wagner and I'll give you this much, I'll do the deal. He said, okay. So I had it, but I ended up moving it and tried to bring down the cost on the other card I bought. Couple of 48 Leaf Joe DiMaggios right beside each other here, a 2 and a 4, both graded by PSA. And both have some of these registration issues, as you can see, but I think it's just nice to have options. Hey, I want to point out, they fixed the website here. When I would right click on any of these, it would open up 2 windows. This one is now, it's just opening up 1. So thank you to Fanatics for cleaning up that glitch in the system. But this is the 4, and it looks pretty nice. However, no, I got to take that back. I don't like it. Look at the registration. There is significant registration issue here. Like that yellow stripe behind his neck should not be there. Look at the bat. It's like you want to put on your 3D glasses to straighten this thing out. So it's also got like a chunk out of the side there. Yeah, you know, listen, owning a 48 Leaf Joe DiMaggio is a privilege in any grade. There's no doubt about that. The back's got all sorts of weird things. There's a fingerprint right there. Yeah, like it looks like it's like a fingerprint in like blood or chocolate or something. Not fingerprint over there. Like what is this? I don't even know. And there you can see that chunk out of the border. I would not buy this card. I think it's overgraded by a lot. I think this is more or less like maybe a 1.5 sort of thing. So, and it's a very old grade. I would caution against that card. But let's look at the 2. Let's see if the 2 is any better. I certainly would not advise to buy that 4. at least not at 4 prices. Look at this, the same registration problem. The blue on the nose here, no chunk out of the side border, which is a good thing. A more recent grade, but it's still old. Big crease coming through here, which is probably a big reason for the 2 over that other card, even though that other card was missing a chunk. Back is not great in terms of the sort of uneven stain. You can see the crease coming through the kind of the middle there. Yeah, I mean, luckily I picked up my copy of this card at the National just last year, so I don't need to copy this card anymore. But if I did need a copy, neither of these 2 DiMaggios would be eligible for my collection. Duke Snider, PSA 4, 49 Bowman, beautiful card. I used to own a copy of this. I no longer do. It's got the NBA silver sticker, meaning very high for the grade. And yeah, I mean, what's the grade? It's a 4. This is a stunner. This is an absolute stunner. Oh yeah. Like, okay, it's got a little bit of corner problems, but not bad on the front. This thing is just beautiful. That centering, I think it's perfect. Maybe very slight clockwise tilt. I don't know if any of you guys saw that, but yeah, very nice Ed Snider right there. Gorgeous copy. Here's the Otto Graham in a PSA 4. I love this 50 Bowman Otto Graham card. I have a copy myself. I have a PSA 3, which is a nicer copy than this 4. You know, this is a great copy though. It's got a little bit of a centering issue. It's got a registration issue. Look at the double lines coming down the sleeve there, and the mouth looks funny. The lips are up higher than the teeth. It's got registration issues. You can see the color fringe coming off the top of the football there. That magenta plate just was a little bit out of line on this print run. So, but you know, this is a great card overall. The back looks good to me. I love the card. Thought we'd take a look at it. Willie Mays. Here's just a fun card. Look at the centering on this. It's a PSA 2. And like, look at that thing. It's got a crease going right down the middle. Creases up here in the corner. It's got all sorts of surface wear, and the centering, you know, this, they graded it a 2. I think it could have used an OC qualifier. However, I don't remember the standard, but I think at some point they just don't do OCs as they get lower down the scale. Like the lowest OC might be a 7 or a 6. Below that, they just grade the cards, I think, or maybe, I'm sure some of you would know that better than I do right now. But really a great card. But this one's a bit of a mess. But again, it's one of those cards that it's hard to afford. Really nice copies these days. So $4,200 on the PSA 2, badly off-centered Willie Mays. And then we have the 1954 Red Heart Mickey Mantle in a PSA 4. And to me, guys, I love this card. I just love it. I don't know that I'll ever own a 52 Topps Mickey Mantle that I will really love the looks of. And for whatever reason, I know the 53 is a great card too, the 53 Topps. But something about this Red Heart, it just grabs me. Like and this is just an amazing copy. Unbelievable. Bottom edge has some weird discoloration going on. You know, there's the red. Look at this diamond here. You see some color fringe coming into the diamond, and you're missing some color underneath it on the bottom side. Some of look at the numbers from his jersey are coming into the logo. Some of the color from there is coming into this orangey diamond shape here. Shouldn't be happening, but it is. But the face and the head is nice and clear. And the centering is amazing. Newly graded. Man, I love this card. I really love this card. As it is, you know, you're going to pay a premium for that gold NBA sticker because it's that nice. It is simply that nice. Jerry West, 61 Fleer rookie in a PSA 8. And it looks like it's a very old grade. You know, listen, I feel like I just talk about registration issues nonstop. And it's because cards were just, it was so hard to print cards without them back in the day, I guess. They just didn't care. They didn't pay much attention. This one's got centering issues. It's got registration issues. It's got this red square. I think that's on many, if not most, or even all of them. But it's got that little red square there. Do you see that? I don't think that's the slab. I think that's the card. Do any of you guys know that? I'm not 100% certain. But this is an 8, and I think the centering is its biggest issue. 8,750 on the Jerry West PSA 8. Second year Bobby Orr in a 6, off-centered, but very clean otherwise. And what I'd like to point out with this card is if you're in the market for second year Bobby Orr, you always want to look for the fisheye that's in this general area right here in the pink beside his hockey pants here. You often see the fisheye. This one doesn't have it, and that's, for whatever reason, that's very important to me. Corners and edges are very nice. Centering is the biggest problem. I just love the card. 850 on the Bobby Orr. Here's a PSA 1 O-Pee-Chee Gretzky. Let's take a peek at this guy. So, it's off-center to the left. It's also a little bit dizzy. It's tilting counterclockwise as well. The words Edmonton Oilers are on the same plane, which is good. It's got some creases coming down from the top, creases in the corners, but the corners themselves aren't too bad. The edges are good. Oil drop is decently placed, not perfect. Very little glow coming off the bottom of his legs, although there is some, and that's because that magenta plate, you can see on the oil drop that the magenta plate is situated a little bit to the right of center. But overall, for a 1, I mean, this is a nice looking copy for a 1. There's no doubt about that. Unless there's something on the back. No, back looks pretty good. Just a cursory review here. 575. It's not bad. I don't think that's too bad at all. It's a nice copy. Joe Montana, PSA 9 Joe Montana rookie in a very old slab. I mean, look at the counterclockwise tilt. Again, it's not that bad, but there is some counterclockwise tilt on this. Otherwise, very nice copy. Ooh, the back is off center quite a bit to the left there, but that's not coming through on the front as much, just a little bit. I don't know that that's a 9 anymore. I just don't. I find it hard to believe that could be a 9 anymore, but it's a $2,300 on the Joe Montana. Michael Jordan Star 101 and a PSA 4 is $36,000. This card was like considered junk for so long. You couldn't even give these things away. And now this card is, people are just all about it. But for a 4, very recently graded, my biggest problem with this unit here isn't even the card. It's that they didn't give it the right slab. Like, they have slabs that fit normal sized cards, but on this day, the slabber decided, let's go to the store. Let's buy a new pair of blue jeans, and let's just buy them 3 sizes too big so they can fall down to our knees. That's basically what's going on here. This is the equivalent of buying yourself a new pair of pants. Let's say you're a 36 waist, but you're buying a 44. Why? Because maybe you're one of those people that wears your pants down at the bottom of your butt, right? Well, that's what this is. This is the hipster rapper, whatever that is, version of a PSA slab card. It should be unacceptable. This is like so frustrating. Okay, but back to the card itself. It's nice. I think the card for a 4 looks pretty good on the front. Pretty good. Man, it's just frustrating that they can't put it in the right slab. Like, that's a negative Google. That's a very harsh Google review right there. All right, Topps traded Tiffany Barry Bonds rookie PSA 9. Now, guys, I always look at this card when it comes up because I used to own this in a PSA 10. I sold it many years ago, and I've considered reacquiring one, but I'm not buying a 10 anymore. But why? Because this 9 is nicer than many 10s. That's why, okay? This 9 is nicer than many 10s, even though this is a really old grade. And I'm talking about centering. there must be something wrong with it somewhere. Maybe the reverse edge here or something. It's hard to see. Maybe there's a scratch on the surface somewhere. I'm not sure. But for a 9, this is like perfectly centered. And to me, that's what I like. I would happily buy this card at this price over a 10 that is not perfectly centered for 8 or 9 grand. But like this is a value buy right here, in my opinion. All right. We got a couple Jordans of Kobe. I'm going to go to comments now, though. I want to see what you guys are saying, and I haven't done that in a few minutes here. So let's see what's going on. 90s auctions. Josh says that Gehrig is awesome. Looks like it traveled 90 years through time. Yeah, but not like in a blink. Not like I Dream a Genie there, Josh. It looks like it looks like it lived 90 years. Someone took a bite out of it on its way. And all 90 years was lying in the sun, sunbathing. It's beautiful, he says. Gilmo, what's going on? We are watching you live in the Vintage Break Sunday stream too. Oh, awesome. Well, have some fun, guys. Thanks for having us here over there. Suntan on the Rob Star says Gehrig badly washed out as well. Double V, love the Orr second year. Absolutely. Jake Dahl, the good 2 looks better for the DiMaggios. Jeff Will says my DiMaggio PSA 1 looks better, crease but hardly noticeable. Jeff, that's the ultimate. Like I for my whole hobby life was steadfast. A crease was more offensive than that PSA slab on the Star 101 MJ. I would be more offended by a crease than I would by having my card in a slab that's 3 sizes too big, right? But I'm now okay with a crease or a wrinkle on my card when I can hardly see it, if that brings the grade down to a 1 and I can save 90% of the card's value and the card still looks like a way higher graded card. Jake Dahl, my bad, the 2 isn't any better. Bleached Wolf says that's a gorgeous red heart. This is my second favorite. Yeah. What's your first favorite? The 52 tops? Because I think that red heart mantle, like my first favorite is the Bowman rookie. Probably I'm biased. I've owned my copy since 2006 and I love it. I love that card. Like you own a card for it's 20 years this year now that I've owned that card. And I've just grown to love it so much. The 52 tops is wonderful, obviously. But it's just kind of like out of reach for me. So the red heart's the go-to for me now. Junk Wax's red heart has nice color registration, maybe a bit off, but the colors sure are popping. Absolutely. Could not agree more. Exactly what you said. Don Bradman collector, what's going on? Says the maze is still less of a mess than my ex. Hey, is this the new Bob Boozle account here? 00 cards guy, perfect design from the 50s, straight out of Mad Men. Absolutely. Junk Waxes, love the background on that Bobby Orr. James Wynn on the Jordan. Jim Schul, the small detail of the incorrect slab on the Jordan star card is very disappointing. But is it really a small detail? Like, I agree with everything you're saying, and you're talking what I'm talking about. I don't think that's a small detail. It's a big detail. I think that's a big detail. Again, you take your kids shopping for a pair of pants or a pair of shoes. You're not buying your kid a T-shirt where the bottom of the T-shirt's hanging down to their ankles. You're just not doing that, right? You want your kid to look good in their clothes when they go to school. Batch Pro, what's going on? Things are good. Hope you're well as well. Yours is the Bowman rookie too. There we go. Same page, Bleached Wolf. Same page. All right. This Michael Jordan Beam Team 93 Stadium Club is a PSA 8. And as I'm, very, very slowly and infrequently beefing up my Jordan collection again after decimating it a couple years ago, I'm looking at 8s. Why? Because everything else is too expensive. And this card is an 8. Not recent graded, but, not 10 years ago either, I don't think. This foil here on these light beam design elements are beautiful. The front of this card, aside from maybe a few of these little light white dots down here, the front of this card looks to me to be like almost perfect. Let's see the back. Top left corner showing a bit of white. But the edges are amazing on this. Even like there's this little bit of white, but I think that's just in the shorts. That's not on the card over there. This is really nice. Like, this is the kind of card that I'm looking to add. I've owned this raw before. It's a pretty cool card, and those those foil touches are nice. $370 on that. I think that's a great copy. This is one of my favorite Jordans. I picked up a copy of this at the National, PSA 8. And this card is just beautiful. This might be the like most beautiful cheap Jordan insert there is, in my opinion. I love the looks of this card. It looks beautiful in hand. Here's the Kobe Finest Refractor BGS 8.5 rookie card in a, sorry, it's at 6,250. As I said, BGS 8.5. And the only issue here, well, I won't say the only issue I can see easily is the centering. It's off center to the right. Centering grades an 8, surface 8.5, corners and edges are both 9s. So corners are 9s. Let's just see why. Okay. Top left corner, I see nothing wrong. Bottom, top right corner, I don't know if that's glare or what, but maybe imperfect. Bottom right looks good. Bottom left looks good. I'm going quickly here. Yeah, maybe there is. It's tough to see on the way. I'm not gonna be able to really get a great feel for the corners on the reverse. Anyway, it's an iconic card. It's an iconic Kobe rookie card. Michael Jordan Hot Shots, part of my decimation from a couple years ago. This is a PSA 9 for $9,000. Wow, this holy moly. Guys, I bought my PSA 10 of this card for I think I got it for $700 maybe. In PSA 10, this 9 is $9,000. Now, I don't own that card anymore. I don't own it anymore. I sold it. I sold it for a lot more than $9,000. But just wow. These are amazing cards. I love this card. This was a hard one to move. You always got to look at the tips of the flames. That's the key on this card. This one looks really good. Take a quick look at the reverse here. Yeah, like you can see a little funkiness going on over there on that tip. But otherwise, it's pretty darn good. Wait, what's going on? Oh yeah, all this action you're seeing here, that's just embossing, so that is not a problem there. You see it over here as well, over here. Those are not problems. That's the design of the basketball, which is embossed, showing through on the back, like a seal sort of thing. It's a great copy. Great copy in the PSA 9. The Shaquille O'Neal Thrill Seekers is just a cool lenticular card. I like it. I like it. 1996 Fleer. And here is a Kobe Bryant Topps Youthquake rookie PSA 10. Just an obscure sort of Kobe rookie that I don't think I've seen very often over the years. It's at $3,600. And that's a nice card. That's a nice looking card. $3,600 for the PSA 10. We have a couple Hoops High Voltage 500s, Kobe and Tim Duncan. These are numbered out of 500 from cheap packs, very condition sensitive. You know, they're out of 500, but chances that many are out there, like the float on this card is probably very, very low because, again, coming out of very, very cheap packs, and it's going, you know, they just weren't appreciated for what they were back in the day when they were coming out of those packs. $6,750 on the PSA 7 Kobe, and the Duncan, also a 7, is at $1,350 and is a rookie. The power of Kobe. The power of Kobe. Here's a PMG green Sean Bradley in a PSA 5 for $5,750 with the NBA sticker as well, the NBA gold sticker. Let's see what's going on with this one for a PSA 5, very recently graded. When you really zoom in, you can see a bit of snow effect happening here kind of throughout. That's just part of the print job. Registration. Look, I mean, the green is basically on his chin and his nose. He has no mouth here. But this is a card for, really, I think, for the set collectors. Look at the crack right there in the foil overlay. You have to be just really examine these PMGs if you're buying them in green or in red, the 97s. Okay, let's go to page 2. Wesley loves the beam teams. Jim says Beckett used a card sleeve when grading the Star Jordan cards, which is not real good either. Well, Beckett puts like every card in a sleeve in their holder, though. So that's every card, Jim. Unless you're thinking about something different. I don't like it. I don't like that Beckett Slabs puts every card in a sleeve because you can't see the card as well, and it adds another layer of like rippled plastic and the light going off it and stuff. Like I'm looking at one right here. Here's a like, let me just show you this. It just happens to be on my desk right now, but let me show you this, and I don't know if I'll be able to do it so you can see it, but it's in a sleeve, it's in the holder, and at certain, like right there, you see this, like, yeah, look at that. Look at this little dip here, right there. Like that light, that is being bounced off the fact that the inner sleeve is doing a bit of ripple. So I'm not a fan of it. I know it's maybe good for protecting the card against the slab itself, but I don't like it. I want to enjoy looking at my cards, and the Beckett holders make that more challenging than through holders without that, for sure. The T-Mac is nice, says Mr. Wilhelm. Good evening, Kinger. Welcome back. Red PMGs, we've got Deion Sanders out of 150, really out of 135 at 77.50 for a PSA 7. Reggie Miller, PSA 6 at 82.50. And there's the T-Mac out of the PSA Authentic at $6,500. Not going to take a look at them, but they're fun to watch. Premium player Shaquille O'Neal. So the reason why I'm even looking at this card is because now this card's from 1997, but in 2023, Upper Deck brought this insert back for hockey. And I picked up the Connor Bedard not too long ago. And it might be fun to pair up a hockey card from 2023 with its inspirational card from 1997 in a Shaq here, PSA 9. Like, I don't need this in a 10. I never need PSA 10s anymore. Like, I'm out of the PSA 10 business. I just don't believe it. I just don't believe the hype. Top right corner does show a bit, but listen, it's not because I think that every 9 should be a 10. No, it's because I'm willing to not have an absolute perfect card in my collection. Just don't need it. And I'm talking modern. Obviously, on the vintage side of things, you can't have perfect cards. And if you do, that's a red flag more than anything else. But these premium players grew on me after I took delivery of the Connor Bedard. I like how there's this secondary picture here as well. You got Shaq here, and then you get Shaq over here as well with the opponent. And look at Shaq here. He's not even noticing that this guy is hanging off his shoulder. It's like he doesn't even know he's there. That's how big and strong Shaquille O'Neal is and was in his playing days. Couple of rave reviews, both Michael Jordans here, BGS 9.5 and a PSA 5. This card to me is the most valuable card of Michael Jordan that does him dirty on how he looks on this card. Look at this. I mean, look at the registration problem too. What was this one? This was the 9.5. I mean, what's going on? There's all sorts of I'm seeing all sorts of surface problems on this card. What's that over there? That could be the slab. Beckett slabs. They scuff up very easily. I know I'm a broken record on that too. Yeah, this copy, I just think it's overgraded. The centering, the edges and corners are nice. I'm noticing too many surface issues for me, but $16,500 doesn't seem to care. And then we've got the PSA 5 with the NBA gold sticker, meaning, it should be a 6. That's what that means, is that they think it's graded one higher. The corners and edges all have issues across the top. I can see all sorts of top right corner, top left corner, even along the top edge. Just some wear. Yeah, bottom corner. Yeah, this card's got some problems, but it's still a very tough card. And what are we at here? $2,200. Let's just close up all these windows. Michael Jordan, Topps Chrome Refractor in 1997 and a PSA 10. What I love about this card is the Dennis Rodman cameo. And the David. Oh, that's not David Robinson, is it? No, that's the other Robinson. Is the Dennis Rodman cameo. Look how clear, like, you zoom in, that could be his card. But There's MJ right there going in for a reverse dunk. Really nice card. 13 grand on that one. Ken Griffey Jr., Flair, Legacy Collection, row 0 out of 100. My favorite Legacy collections are these cards here. I love that background design. Don't mind the horizontal aspect of it. The blue foil is a color match for Ken Griffey Jr. here. 38 of 100 on the back, serial number. Nice looking card. These backs are silky smooth as well. Silky smooth. Glenn Robinson. Thanks, Jake Dahl. Thank you, Mr. Wilhelm. Appreciate that. Bavetta. I don't know who Bavetta is, but thanks for pointing him out. I couldn't tell who was guarding him there. The sleeve should only be on during transport and storage, not when pictures are taken. No, Mr. Pigskin, the sleeve is inside the holder. The sleeve is inside the slab. The sleeve is slabbed. You can't take that sleeve off. You have to crack the slab to take the sleeve off. I cracked a Beckett slab the other day. And when you crack and pull the card out, you're not done. Then you take a pair of scissors and you snip the sleeve to get the card out of the sleeve, just in case you weren't certain on that. What card is that? The one that I showed is a 2010 The Cup Emblems of Endorsements, Mike Bossy. Beautiful, beautiful card. Perfectly bright blue autograph. Thank you, Jake Dahl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, yeah, Mr. Pigskin, I'm telling, yeah, no joke. Beckett puts the cards in a sleeve and then slabs that. It's part of the unit. It's part of the unit over there. But I love this Griffey here. No sleeve on this Griffey. And I don't know, this time, look at how the card is perfectly situated in the slab. This is not an oversized slab. It's not. It's not an oversized slab. By that, I mean the space for the card is not oversized. Tim Duncan, Playmakers Theater, one of my favorite inserts of the 90s, serial numbered on the back out of 100. This is number 51 of 100. Nice serial number right there. I love that serial number. I know, I'm a nerd. I readily admit it. Not only do I admit that I'm a nerd, I lean into it. I am proud of it. I love being a nerd about cards. Top right corner, small issue, but these are beautiful. They have embossment. They have this awesome top coating to them that makes them feel like they're almost like moving around, swimming. It's an amazing card, these Playmakers Theater. $6,000 on the Duncan. Lynch pins, Shaq, PSA 8, $900. I love lynch pins. And then you got That's Jam, the Kobe Bryant That's Jam. I mean, literally looks like a jar of Smuckers, doesn't it? Like, this is a cool card. And to me, this card is very similar to the Duncan Go Nuts. Now Jordan does not have a That's Jam card. Kobe is the highlight of the set here. And I used to have a Jordan Duncan Go Nuts. I don't anymore, but if I did, I'd pair it up. Now Kobe has a Duncan Go Nuts, but I don't care. I'd pair it up with the Kobe That's Jam and have the two guys in the two sets that they are like the heroes of, and pair those up as a nice pair of acetate cards whose designs are based on like other brands that they probably shouldn't have been playing off of. I know Dunkin' Donuts was not happy with the Dunkin' Go Nuts card. Barry Sanders, 1999 finest gold refractor, PSA 8, numbered out of 100, $825. Another instance where the slab is too big for the card. Now, I don't know if this card is oversized and it wouldn't fit in their standard slab. Same with the Star Jordan 101. I guess that's a plausible explanation. But if they're oversized, shouldn't they call that out as well? I don't know. Just typical PSA inconsistencies. But this is a beautiful card. I love this Barry Sanders card. Numbered right there on the back. Oh, whoa. 23 of 100. Michael Jordan's jersey number, everybody. A little cross sport serial number action right there. I like that card, as mentioned already. Dan Marino, Essential Credentials Future, 1999 Skybox EX Century. Numbered out of 66, $1,100, pop 6-2 higher. How many times do I say I love this card or these cards? It's like, guys, I just love that many cards. There's nothing more no other explanation for why I say that so much, but I love this particular year of Essential Credentials. I love the way they have the shadow coming off the foil name. Like, they didn't have to do that, but they decided to do that. And what a beautiful, it just adds depth. It adds depth to the card. I'm fortunate. I have a Jerry Rice and a Peyton Manning from this set. And I just think they're beautiful. I love them. Just love them. Intimidation Nation. Frank Thomas. Josh, you still out there, buddy? You might be wanting to purchase this card. 1999 Intimidation Nation, Frank Thomas. These cards, like Upper Deck did them again in, I think, 2012 Flair Retro Hockey. They might have done them in the other sports that weren't licensed, but this is licensed. This is the Big Hurt. This is Frank Thomas here. PSA 8. Wonder why. I want to just take a peek. These cards are like, it's about the intensity of the expression on the players' faces. And back in 1999, they made sure that these cards had that look. When Upper Deck redid it in 2012, they paid less attention to the image. There was some of the player images were not very intimidating, like they were originally. But to me, this is, one of the more important cards in the set, being Frank Thomas. This is an 8. It's not a super, super old grade, probably 2023 or so. And looks good to me for an 8 on the front. Now the back has a few, oh yeah, top left corners, definitely going to hurt the grade right there. There's a little mini chunk of white missing. Got that over there. Yeah. Still a great card. Film at 11, Kobe Bryant. Now, I think there's another version of this card that must be rarer, because this is, there must be, right, guys? There must be. $750 on this one. And I know it's a very rare version. I don't know. I don't think this is the rare one. If this doesn't have a parallel that is rarer, then $750 here is about 5% of the value, I think, or expected value. Michael Jordan baseball card auto mem piece, game used bat piece. I mean, this is pretty cool, right? 84. I didn't notice that at first. $85,000. Well, yeah. I mean, there's only 45 made. Is it his only baseball auto mem card? It might be. I don't know the answer to that. That was not rhetorical at all. But what an amazing card. Look at MJ there thinking he's a baseball player. Number 30 of 45 with a gorgeous autograph too. That's a really, really cool card. That's a grail right there. Awesome. Here's another MJ. Upper Deck jersey patch, no auto, numbered out of 25. This is 23 out of 25, the jersey number. This card, oh man, like this card is right up my alley. Jersey numbered 23 of 25. Nice 2-color patch with stitching and angles and all sorts of things going on. Beautiful. This, I don't know is this the first patch card that they did in basketball? If it is, to me, this is an all-time grail. Like, unbelievable. Is that Karl Malone there? Sure looks like him, doesn't it? I think so, but maybe not. But I love this card. I love patch cards, guys. I'm all about the patch cards. I prefer patch cards to autograph cards. Like, it's not even close for me. I don't really collect autograph cards. I collect auto patches. I love auto patches. I love patches. I don't really love autos. This card is, I'm all about it. I'm all about it. $11,500. We have a couple of Tiger Woods autos to look at, right? Both from 2002. The Sign of the Times in a PSA 9 is $2,500. And the SP Game Used Course of a Champion PSA 10 is $7,750. Look how young he looks here. That's a young Tiger right there. That's a young Tiger. That's just a pup. Very nice auto. A little bit of bubbling going on. How about the Sign of the Times? This one looks to be a better autograph. Well, no bubbling. That's a good auto. That's a great looking auto right there. But this one is cheaper. Maybe because the 910, or this one, what's the grade on this one? Oh, this is also at a 15. This is just a 10, no auto grade. For the money, I'd probably buy this Sign of the Times, but I really prefer the picture on this card. I think this is a prettier card personally than this one. Like, it's way nicer. And I like the auto on this one better, even though it's got the slight bubbling going on. I do like it better. But do I like it? What is that? A $5,000 better? I don't know. Leave that up to you guys. Holy mackerel. 2003, Michael Jordan, Upper Deck Exquisite base card in a PSA 6 hold. Oh, sorry. It's the base gold version. Sorry, guys. I missed that at first. It's the gold base out of 25. First year Exquisite, only 25 made, very recently graded, 17 grand. It's a cool card. It is a cool card, but for that kind of money, I want more than just it's a cool card. Like I want patch. I want something that connects me to the game or the player. And patches do both. So Hideo Nomo 03 essential credentials out of 25 PSA 7 1350. I like basically every essential credential set ever made. Oh yes, Pedro. I'm a Pedro guy, you guys. I think that came up in a recent show sometime. Just ignite, on Sports Cards Live on Saturday. Not yesterday, but last Saturday, I shared my new memorabilia baseball collection, and I don't have a Pedro, but I'm going to get one because he's one of my favorite players. This is a limited logos from 04 Exquisite of Ray Allen, and I also like Ray Allen, but the auto, I don't know, like it's thick, it's streaky, it goes off the card on the end, which doesn't really bother me. It's just thick. It's just thick, and if it was blue, I think it would be so much nicer. That's nobody's fault. Maybe Upper Decks for sending them the bad marker, or maybe Ray Allen's like, no, I'm gonna use the black one. I don't know. But I'm a Ray Allen fan. This is a pretty cheap for a limited logos from basketball of a star, or dare I say superstar. Bill Russell, Noble nameplates from 05 Exquisite auto patch out of 25 at $2,900. Let's take a look at this card. Nice 2-color patch. Nice 2-color Celtics patch. Beautiful auto. I mean, it's not perfect. There is some inconsistency in the pressure and the brightness of the blue, but still a really nice card. Like I would own this one if I could, or if I really wanted it. $2,900 on that one. It's a pop 3. Oh, page 3. We'll go to page 3. I'm going to go to some comments first, though. Oh, there's one of those quad patches I was talking about at the top of the show that I thought I knew I was watching. Let's see. Oh, boy, missed a bunch of comments here. Bleached here says, I dig the 98 showcases a lot, but the 97s are just so iconic, especially the Griffies. Fair, for sure. Duncan was a beast, absolutely. Hardwood design is sweet. Mr. Pigskin, need to ask Paul Lesko if there was any Skybox lawsuits for image and likeness issues. Yeah, right. Jim, Jay Lee, your breakdowns and explanations are unmatched. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate that. Very nice. What's up, Carl? Welcome. Josh is still here. Good, great car. Yeah, I knew you'd like that, Frank Thomas, buddy. Baseball is out of 99. Basketball isn't. I didn't even realize it was numbered just now. I knew basketball wasn't. I knew basketball wasn't. So thanks for that. Hello, Orlando. Just left the 4 Collectors live stream. That's where I was earlier. That's why we ran a few minutes late here. Mr. Boozle, I just want to pinch Frank's cheeks. I think he would let you. Like, if he's going to let anyone pinch his cheeks, Bob, it's you. 100% and absolutely. There's Josh to the rescue. There's Filament 11, numbered to 11. This is the base. Thank you, Josh. Kinger, I went after the Griffey Intimidation Nation a few months ago. Did a respectable number. Thomas is a great card. Bob Boozle, I would love an MJ Auto baseball card, but the price scares me. That was an expensive card. Absolutely. That's your new collection. Place a bid, says Mr. Wilhelm. So I will tell you, like, on my watch lists on various platforms, I'm watching a lot of Pedro Martinez mem cards, game use mem cards. There's a lot to choose from. There's some nice ones. I'm ignoring the Expos completely. I definitely want him in a Red Sox uniform, which takes me out of the Exquisite stuff that came out in like 06, 07. Otherwise, I definitely would want an Exquisite. You touched the Iserman. You touched the Iserman patch today. Yes, I did. I touched. So I got to meet Double O's card guy today at the card show. Very nice guy. And he showed me a really nice Upper Deck Ultimate Collection premium swatch out of 25, which he had Steve Yzerman sign. It was a beautiful autograph, beautiful card. Auto cards are your jam, Wes. Yeah, Yeah, we're on the opposite side there, but hey, I have no issue with it. Of course they are, and you should be. Inscription personalized one-on-one autos are special. Absolutely. Shuttlesworth. Hello, Bill Betts. Welcome, welcome. All right. Tom Brady, gold refractor from 06 Finest, numbered out of 49, BGS 8.5. Really nice card. I like it. I like the card a lot. Almost 10 grand on that. Well, it's over 10 grand with the buyer's premium. 06 SP Authentic Fabric Quad. LeBron James, Carmelo, and Chris Paul, and Dwight Howard. 5 copies made, PSA 8, and the swatches are incredible on this card. Just incredible. Look at those. This is a great card. I love it. I have hockey cards from this year that are like 8 patches. I have 3 of those in my collection still. I used to have all of them. Now I'm down to 3. Silver sticker on there. So I love this design. This design like speaks to me. It was a big moment in my collecting hobby, going after these back in the hockey version back in 2007. They made 8 patches this year in hockey. Hockey was the 06-07, but they came out in 07, and there were 6 8 patches in the card. So 6 cards that each had 8 patches, 4 on the front, 4 on the back. That was the whole 8 patch set, and I managed to get all 6 of them. And I no longer own them all, but love them. Big memories on that design for me. I love this duel here, though, with Jordan and LeBron. Look at that. The duel is 6 grand. The quad is $1,500, but the duel has Michael Jordan, which is all the another Jordan jersey numbered piece here, guys. 23 of 25. Look at that beautiful LeBron patch. Beautiful MJ patch. 3 colors. That's as good as it gets. Slabbed to PSA 8. What's the price on this again? $6,000. Oh, man. Oh, man. We've been sleeping for so long on cards. We slept for so long on cards like this, guys, didn't we? Oh, see, I knew I watching a few more of these quads. Here's an 08 Exquisite. Iverson, Kobe, Garnett, and LeBron. Look at this one. Holy moly, is this nice. Look at that. What a great player selection, too. Yeah, you get your Kobe and LeBron's kind of typical GOAT inclusions, but then you get Iverson and Garnett as well. That's not bad. Like it's a wonderful quad right there. Oh, I love that card. $4,500. Big patch fan, guys. I just am. Don't need to justify it. Another quad right here. Look at this. So same as the last card, right? Just swap out AI and bring in KD. Swap out a couple vowels for a couple consonants, and there we have it. $1,175 on this one. 20 copies of this, though. More than the last card. This is a PSA 4, but this card is not about the grade. This card is better raw. Like the 4, because people like to look at the number on the slab. It's going to ruin it for some people, but look at those swatches. Not as nice as the other one, but still very nice. I love these cards. Holy moly. Oh, and then in the middle, a beautiful 08 Exquisite LeBron auto patch. Come on, let's go. What's going on here? There we go. I think this is I've never really looked at this card before, like any from the set. The design, I think this design is very nice. Well-designed card, small patch window, but nice 2-color swatch there. The autograph, as you can see, it's got some streakiness happening in the bottom part, but very nice card. Numbered out of 23, number 8 of 20. Hey, Kobe out of 23. Very nice. 7.5. Dual patch Exquisite 09 Emmett Smith and Barry Sanders. Now, you guys wanted me to bid on a card earlier. This is a card that the only problem is the Emmett Smith is one color. If I'm going to spend a few $100 and buy a dual game use patch card of, the 2 best running backs of all time, I know that's maybe not the case, but no offense, no offense to Walter Payton at all, but what a great card here. 50 copies though, so I think I could find a copy with multiple colors in both swatches at some point. I love it though. This is the kind of stuff that is right now my jam, and it will always be my jam, but it might not be my focus. I'm just my attention is going towards game use patch cards of great players. I'm not talking about stuff from this year's products or last year's products. I'm talking about cards with game use patches from like the year whenever they started, the year 2000 up until I don't know, 2010 maybe. That's kind of the first decade of the century, kind of where I'm at. So we saw the first year Jordan base card, gold. Here's the last exquisite year Jordan, but this is the simple base out of 199. It's a PSA 9. It's a $3,000. That's healthy, I think, for, it's the last year. I think, what did they do? 6 years of exquisite basketball. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7 years. I had to count my fingers there, guys. 7 years. And this is higher graded than the other one. So it's $3,000. Probably makes sense. 2009 Timeless Treasure Shaq Logo Man tag. This is from the laundry tag. This is not from the collar of the jersey or inside the jersey. I believe this is the laundry tag. I might be wrong on that, but I think that's the case. Still a great patch. It's a great patch. PSA 8, who cares? It's a 1-1 Shaq Cleveland Cavaliers card with the logo man. $3,000 for the Shaq. We have a Sidney Crosby Upper Deck the Cup auto patch, signature patches, PSA 9. Grade doesn't matter on these to me. Autograph, however, is suspect. If you're going to buy this card, notice that the autograph is faded and not consistently. Not a fan of the auto at all. Patch is fine. This patch is actually nicer than it looks here. I've seen these patches before. Can you see the depth? There's two different there's two sort of different kind of black material here. I believe I'm pretty sure you can see some sort of stitching right there. But then you got this scratch going here, and now that's got to be on the slab because it stretches from over the patch to over the card itself. So that's not on the card. It's pretty cool. Then look at this. I've never noticed this before. Do you see this like faint writing right here? That is the same font that is actually on the Stanley Cup. So I think that's supposed to be reminiscent of the cup itself. I'm not 100%, but I think that's what's going on there. I just never noticed that on these cards before. $800 on the faded auto Crosby auto patch. I think this is the first Kaboom. Kobe Bryant, PSA 9, $15,000. Just a fun card. He looks like the letter C. I don't know if he really stretches like that or if it's really exaggerated. It's a great comic book style card like the mangas, which have somehow grown on me. I'm a little bit embarrassed, but they've somehow grown on me. Look at this Kareem card. Isn't this nice? 2014, flawless. Look at the patch. Just a wonderful Lakers patch there. Beautiful autograph. I believe it's a game-used patch. I can't read that. Yeah, game-worn, enclosed game-worn material. It says it right there. It's hard in that script. It's kind of hard to read, but it says game-worn. $7,500 for a Kareem auto patch from Flawless with a sick patch. Beautiful auto. That's a great card. Oh, it sold. Okay, so we're into some cards having. Oh, all these have been sold now, guys. But these are still from this week. Oh, they're all okay. There's a few that are still live. So we met. I just think this is a great Steph Curry patch card. Look at that. Tremendous treasures. Numbered out of $5,000. No auto. Steph stuff sells well, though. He's up there with Kobe and MJ. Maybe not quite MJ, but he's up there in terms of value for card values, what they sell for. $24,600 for the Messi 2018 Kaboom. $11,400 for the Curry 2018 Kaboom. 1/1 Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from Flawless with a manufactured diamond sells for $1,000. How about this Magic auto patch? That's pretty nice. Nice patch. Sick patch. This is a 4-color patch too. You've got 2 shades of purple and different shades there. The stitching in the jersey, the white and the yellow. That's a cool patch right there. Autograph's nice. I don't know if these are scratches on the slab or through the auto. Since I don't know, I probably wouldn't buy it because I just don't know. And that's just too risky for me. But that's at $9.25. Neat looking Shohei card sold for $3,000. Look at your golden goal 2026 Winter Olympics golden goal scorer Jack Hughes. His cup RPA sells for $3,720, and if this was a basketball player, this would be $100,000. But it's hockey, so it's much more affordable. National Treasures Denny, I don't know how you say it, Avdija, rookie logo man out of 5, sells for $5,000. We got the Optic Downtown Gold Joe Burrow out of 10. PSA 4 sells for $12,500. Or sorry, it's at $12,500. See the last page of cards that no, none there. We go to ended. Let's see what's ended on us so far. Okay, so these are what have ended that we're watching. Actually, let's go see what's active first. Let's go see what's active. What's still active? I'm going to resort the actives by earliest year. And here's my buddy Josh from 90s Auction. Here's his favorite Lou Gehrig on the planet, $1,875. I don't know. Josh likes cards that have been well loved, enjoyed, displayed, sun-soaked as well. There's our favorite Red Heart Mickey Mantle. What a copy. It's a 42 and still going. Needs a bid in the next 2 minutes to keep going. But I want to go to the end here, see what we might have. Okay, yeah. So we saw the Burrow. We hadn't seen these 3 yet. The Griffey Topps Chrome Platinum Anniversary 52 Topps Inspired out of 10. $1,100 for the PSA 10 Pop 3. We have the Dwayne Wade Panini 1-1 laundry tag. You got the full logo man here. Now, is this not game used? Because $2,500 seems cheap to me. Enclosed game worn. I don't know. Maybe D-Wade just doesn't get any love, but this to me is a special card. Like, you got the whole logo, man. You got some extra tag action right there. The serial number on the jersey, maybe that is there. Every player, every game. Like, this is a spectacular card. I don't know. $2,500 seems low to me. And some mangas, guys, because I like looking at I like mangas more than kabooms, like the drawings, the design, the artwork. I like them more than kabooms. The backgrounds are different, right? On the mangas, you're getting some weird kind of comic book inspired design, where on the kabooms, you're just getting the word kaboom, you know? So the mangas, these are cartoon cards. Kabooms and mangas, I think most not all kabooms, so I think most of them, some of them have actual players on them, right? Like actual photos. Maybe not. Maybe they're all art. But I like the manga art better than the kaboom art. It's just more interesting to me. And I don't know. I like this one. I like he looks very different here, but they're meant to make the player look different, just like the kabooms do. Anyway, I like mangas. I know. I wasn't expecting that to happen to me, but it did. Page 2. There's the Luca manga. Like, look at that. I don't know. I know you guys are probably laughing. Like, what's this guy talking about? I like his takes on vintage, but he's out to lunch on these mangas here. But I think they're nice looking now. What can I say? What's this? Oh, this Super Fractor Larry Bird 1/1 from 2025. So let me just do the math. Yeah, that's post playing days. $2,200 on the 1/1. I like the die cut on this though. I like the die cut. I think it's cool. You got the Larry O'Brien trophy there. You got a young Larry. Look at him with a stash still and everything. Oh, man. I like the die cut. It's a nice looking card to me. Topps Chrome. Like first year Topps, right? Oh, that's a great card. $2,300 if you can get past the post-playing days aspect of it. Shohei Ohtani, 2025. Topps Cosmic Chrome launched into orbit. Super Fractor. Sold for $55,200 with an auto. 55.2. Launched into orbit. This looks AI generated to me. Doesn't that look like AI art right there, guys? And it's, there's rocket ships coming up off the card. I like it. Would I buy it? No, but I like it. And we have a Best Wishes Jackie Robinson auto, like a business card kind of thing. What's on the back? Oh, just a simple piece of card here. Best Wishes Jackie Robinson. Jackie Bobinson. It looks like Jackie Bobinson to me, but that's a Jackie auto. Very, very nice. 9 grade on the auto. which is weird. How is this a 9 grade? Because again, it says right there, auto grade, PSA DNA certified, mint 9. That's the auto grade. All sorts of inconsistencies. How is this a 9? There's a blob there. Listen, Jackie signed this thing 75 years ago, whatever it is. Like, I'm not dissing the auto. I'm dissing the auto grading existence of auto grading. It's ridiculous. This should not be a 9. It just shouldn't be. It's just freaking stupid. All right. Well, those were the cards we were looking at tonight, guys. Let's just freeze right there. Going to go back to comments now. Want to see what you guys are talking about. Where do we leave off here? Good night, Carl. Thanks for joining as always. Jake Dahl says Jordan LeBron dual jersey number. Amazing. Bleach says that Jordan baseball bat auto just doubled in price. Is it still going? Let's go to highest price right there. And it looks like it has been sold. Let's go to ended. Let's go to highest price right there. 120. 120. So when we looked at it, was like at 85 or so, which would be 102 with buyer's premium. So it means it got another 18 grand in bids after that. $120,000 on that MJ. Kinger says should check the premium for jersey number match. Jake Dahl, you almost never see Iverson anything. I know. We never really watch Iverson cards. Mr. Wilhelm, I can't imagine AI being hard to work with. Travis Mater says, you do such a great job with the show. Thanks for all your efforts. Thank you, Travis. Josh says, Walter was the best ever. These two are not shabby. Talking about Barry Sanders. And Josh is from Chicago. But yeah, I'm not going to argue with Josh on that at all. Walter Payton, definitely worthy. And Emmett Smith, you know, pound for pound with all the accolades, might be the best running back in history. I'm just saying that to get under Josh's skin a little bit, but no. And Barry Sanders on the shortened career, a wonderful running back as well. Wesley says, won the 2011 Fleer Retro Golden Touch die cut Michael Jordan. Congratulations. PSA 9, Wesley, congratulations. Wilhelm says, damn, that Honus seems low, the 48 Leaf. Benjamin Burrows, what's up, Ben? Kaboom started as hand drawn, then switched to photos and have gone back. I thought I remembered seeing photos on there. Ben, thank you for the clarification. Out to lunch on mangas, Mr. Pigskin. Bob Boozle, CLCTTLTLTLT news alert. Patch auto collector Jeremy Lee flip-flops on manga cards. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Ron Fig in the house. Kinger, great week. Jeremy and Chad. We've had fun here on the channel for sure. Let's have a look at the MJ in the oversized slab. Ooh, didn't see this. This is a nice dual auto patch of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Great patches on both. Well-designed card. 5 copies made. I'm gonna critique the design in a moment. I'm noticing one thing that I think they could have done better. See what you guys think about that. And then, but first, let's look at the autos. Steph Curry auto. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. Neither is the Clay, unless these little spots we're seeing are on the slab or the one touch. I think this is just in a one touch. Yeah. What I think they could have done better, like, see the foil coming around the patch window. Why stop here? Why not go all the way around and finish the job, right? Go all the way around and finish the job. This card, it looks, I don't know. That is an error in the design, in my opinion. Now, I'm sure some people might like it, and I don't dislike the card or the design, but I can't stop looking. I can't stop looking at how the foil stops right here arbitrarily when it could have come all the way up to here. Now, notice how the corner here is sharp, but the corner on the foil here is rounded, making me think that when they stamped out the patch window, there's something else going on in the middle here. Maybe there's more design adding the patches or the pre-stamping out for the patch window. That said, they should know they were going to stamp it out, and they should have finished the foil job. But I know I'm just picking on a pretty minor detail, but I can't unsee it now. That's kind of the problem there. Okay, there's a picture, as Ben Burrows mentioned. Okay, now we're getting into cards from an earlier week. So let's go back to active. And looks like let's go earliest year again. Let's just see what we have left. How many? Oh, only 8 cards still alive that I had, favorited to watch here, including this beautiful quad, film at 11, Kobe, Tim Duncan, Playmakers Theater, the beautiful quad with AI, like 5,750. If this was 10 years ago, I'd buy this right now for $575, but that just ain't the case anymore. This seems cheap to me, $270, which is actually $324 with buyer's premium, but still, this card is undervalued to me. Like, I don't know. Exquisite basketball gets so much love, and it's almost like ignored in football and the few years they made it in baseball. Opportunity, maybe not. Tough to say. Well, those are the cards we were watching tonight, guys. I think we're gonna start late. Maybe we'll end a little bit early as well. OO Cards guy, PSA, eBay gave me a tracking number on my Jackie game used after a week. Well, we'll look forward to seeing that card once you get it in hand. Unless you guys have any more comments and questions, I think we are going to wrap up. Did Sports Cards Live last night for about just under 3.5 hours. Had to wake up early for the local card show. Had a great time at the show today. This show was jam-packed. They had an hour line. People were telling me they had to wait an hour to get in, just to get in, because it was over capacity. And this was in it was a big room, and there were too many people showed up. So there was a wait line to get in. It was free entry, which I think was a great move. Maybe that had something to do with the turnout. They could have charged $5. They charged $0, which is a pretty good price, right? $0 is a pretty good price. And I don't know, how many of those, however many people came through, would have not come if they had to pay $5 to get in. But I have a feeling that that if that was an investment that these show promoters made, letting people in for free in order to get this new show, because it was the first time the show was ever done. And if that was their strategy, I think it worked. Because the show was great, and it was 70% TCG. People were coming in, we were talking. I'm like, yeah, I made my rounds before the show opened. I looked at all the tables, and I would have guessed that it was 90% non-sport. TCG, 90% TCG, 10% sports cards. The promoter, I was chatting with him at one point during the show, and he said it's 70% TCG. So that's why I'm saying 70, but I felt like 10 at the beginning. I'm not saying that he lied or I'm probably just wrong, because he knew the numbers. He knew what was what. But anyway, it was a great show. It was packed. So had the late episode last night, early to get up and do a show all day. Second live stream I've been on now in the last couple hours. So we're going to call it a night, guys. Thanks for joining me. Thank you, Double O's. Jay Lee deserves an early night. I appreciate that. Thanks, Wesley. Thank you, Jacob Dahl, Travis Mater. Bob Boozle's dead. Thanks, Bob Boozle, for coming out as always. Do appreciate it. Laura, you bet. Mr. Wilhelm, thank you. Thank you. OO says, needed a bigger venue and more sports cards. Yeah, maybe they'll get a bigger venue next time. We'll have to see how that works out. But I'm looking forward to it. Double O's. It's Jesse, right? It's Jesse. Thank you for turning up here again. Rob Star, always a pleasure. Bill Betts, enjoy your lives. Thank you, Bill Betts. You too, man. You too. Mr. Pigskin, have a great week yourself, guys. Yeah, this is Saturday. This is Sunday night, guys. This is Sunday night. The week is ahead. Have a great week, everybody. I will be back next Saturday for Sports Cards Live. We got some fun guests coming on next Saturday. That's it. Thanks for joining. We're going to end this right now. Have a great rest of the night and week ahead, everybody. Thank you for joining. We'll see you again soon.
Thanks for tuning in and being a part of the Sports Cards Live community. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and most of all, keep collecting. More great content to come. Sports Cards is a lifestyle.